Hi LadBible, my name is Luke Horsfield. Today I'm going to be talking about the hair transplant that I had over in Turkey, and then about the repair that I had here in the UK. So how I felt about my hair, I was just depressed about it really. I'm sure many guys can relate. I wasn't bald, but I was receding, and this affected me in many ways. So like when the wind blew or if it got wet, it was really hard to hide. So that's why I decided I needed a hair transplant. I did look at reviews. I looked at a website called Trustpilot and What Clinic. Anyone can leave a review on these websites, which I didn't know at the time, you know. I was a bit naive. Everyone has different experiences, and unfortunately my experience just wasn't great. I felt very nervous to go to Turkey to get this done, because I've been to Turkey before on holiday, but I've never been to Istanbul. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I was scared. It is a scary thing when you're going for, if you go for an operation in the UK, it's a scary thing. So especially going abroad. But the scariest part is when you get into the hospital. Like, I was bricking it. My heart was racing, but I just told myself to go through with it, as I'd be happier in the end. Obviously, I promised a good head of hair. I got told that it's a very low chance of anything failing, especially when it's on like the temples. And I am wearing a hat, and you will get to see it soon. So it got to about 6 months. By this time there was very little growth. At 6 months there should be a fair bit, you know. I barely had anything. Every couple of weeks I was constantly messaging the clinic on WhatsApp, you know, saying like, what is it failed, is it not gone right, and they just kept telling me to wait 12 months. It got to 12 months, it still really weren't any change. So by this point I had contacted them, and they said that it was my fault that it didn't work and I hadn't looked after my hair. I mean, I completely went by the book with everything. There wasn't anything that I didn't do that they asked me to. I wouldn't really offered any help. They said that I could go back over there, pay £500 and have a second operation. Now, why would anyone in the right mind want to do that? I mean, I wasn't going to do that. So that's when I started looking into other places. I am happy with it up to now. It's only been three months and 2 weeks since I've had my second operation, but it's just completely different already. Advice that I would give to people, lads that or lasses that are wanting to go for a hair transplant: you really need to do your research, because I just went off of reviews on websites, but you really need to look at what doctors are going to be performing the procedure. So when you talk to these clinics, you need to ask if it's hair technicians or if it's doctors or if it's a mix of both, because really you need a qualified doctor in there that's registered. You know, that's the mistake that I made. I didn't look into any of that. If I could turn back time and go to someone more reputable, and you know, of course I would, 100%, even if it cost me twice the money that I paid, 100% would. But you know, everything happens for a reason, and this is why I'm doing this video, to try and make other people aware that it can also happen to them, and that they really need to do the research. Depressed about your hair and you know it's going to make you feel better, just go for it. Don't even think about it. Just ignore what anyone else thinks. It's down to you. I'm going to show you my hair now. So here we are. Bit messy, but you can see my hairline. It's coming on very well at just over 3 months. So like I say, it takes up to 12 months. Maybe a little longer for a bit more thickening, but at 12 months you can see it, and there's loads more hair sprouting through on mine now, so obviously it looks a lot better than you've seen on any pictures. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys and girls, and thanks for your time.